In life, we often find ourselves swept into whirlpools of events, from job losses to broken relationships, or even the chaotic daily pace that leaves us feeling directionless. In those moments, feelings of helplessness and overwhelm can dominate our minds. But am I about to share with you a secret that not only helps you survive, but also thrive amid these challenges? Today, we will delve deeply into the philosophy of Seneca, the ancient philosopher who mastered the art of maintaining peace in a turbulent world. His Stoic teachings are not just reflections, but practical strategies that have supported generations of leaders, thinkers, and each of us in our daily lives. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with a complete toolkit of Stoic principles and discover how to apply them to build a robust mental resilience. You will learn how to regain control over your emotions and reactions, enabling you to face any challenge life throws your way. Moreover, we'll explore how these ancient lessons can be integrated into modern life, bringing you a calmer and more focused existence. Watch till the end of the video to not miss out on these profound insights and practical applications that will help you grow personally and enhance your endurance in all situations. We look forward to your support to continue delivering high-quality and insightful content. If you find this information useful, please hit like and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any videos from Genuine Wisdom. Your participation not only helps us, but also inspires us to develop even better content. Let's explore together the secrets of philosophical masters and apply them to modern life to build a calmer, more proactive future. Let's get started. Number 1. Focus on one activity at a time. Seneca's profound saying, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere," captures a core Stoic principle that is incredibly pertinent today. A time that relentlessly demands more in every aspect of our lives. This ancient wisdom underscores the importance of focusing on one task at a time, a practice central to Stoic philosophy, offering a transformative approach to managing our daily tasks. In a society that praises the ability to multitask, it's vital to step back and truly evaluate the effectiveness of multitasking, which, though seemingly advantageous, often results in less than optimal outcomes. Multitasking in both professional and personal spheres typically involves swiftly shifting our focus from one activity to another. This split attention inevitably increases errors and diminishes the quality of our work. The belief that multitasking boosts productivity is merely an illusion. Marcus Aurelius, another esteemed Stoic philosopher, shared a similar view, urging us to concentrate every minute like a Roman, like a man, on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness, tenderly, willingly, with justice, and on freeing yourself from all other distractions. His advice underscores the Stoic value of dedicating complete attention and effort to the present task. Focused attention is not just about improving productivity. It significantly alters our mental state, favoring depth over superficiality. When we fully immerse ourselves in whatever we're doing, whether it's a professional duty, a personal project, or a meaningful conversation, we engage in what's often called deep work. This type of work not only yields greater fulfillment and satisfaction, but also aligns us more closely with our values and goals. Plato would argue that such focused concentration allows us to access a higher form of beauty and truth in our pursuits. By giving our best efforts to one focused task, we produce outcomes that embody ideals of goodness and excellence. The psychological benefits are notable too. Focusing on one task at a time lessens the cognitive load on our brains, reducing stress and improving our decision-making capabilities. Aristotle would likely support this practice, viewing the discipline of focusing on one activity as a way to cultivate temperance or self-control, aiding us in managing our desires for distraction and immediate satisfaction. By adopting this focused approach, we not only follow in the footsteps of Stoic philosophers, but also align with modern psychological teachings. Contemporary research indicates that our brains aren't designed to handle multiple complex tasks at once. By prioritizing one task at a time, we enhance both the quality of our work and our overall life quality. Socrates, known for his deep inquiry and dialogue, intensely concentrated on single subjects, demonstrating the effectiveness of this method. Embracing this Stoic principle does more than boost productivity. It fosters a more thoughtful, peaceful, and balanced existence. It is a deliberate choice to reject the chaos of modern multitasking and embrace a more intentional and purposeful way of living. As we practice focusing our efforts on one thing at a time, we not only improve our outcomes, but also significantly enhance our well-being. This method teaches us the profound benefits of living and working step by step, promoting a life where quality trumps quantity, a life fully lived. Number 2, practice philosophy to control your impulses. The greatest torments are the result of an undisciplined mind, a profound declaration about human nature. Our unchecked instincts can become sources of emotional turmoil, causing profound suffering. Stoicism, with its emphasis on the importance of self-control and rational thinking, offers a framework for addressing this challenge. Instead of suppressing emotions, which is neither sustainable nor healthy, Stoicism teaches us to understand and manage them. This process begins with self-awareness. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "No one is free who is not master of himself." This statement underscores the necessity of self-control to achieve true freedom and happiness. By better understanding our instincts and what triggers them, we can handle them rationally. This doesn't mean denying our emotions, but deeply understanding them to respond in ways that align with our long-term goals and values. In the realm of philosophy, Aristotle also spoke about the importance of regulating instincts through the development of virtues. He believed that virtue lies in finding a balance between excess and deficiency, a concept known as the golden mean. For example, courage is the balance between recklessness and cowardice. Applying this to controlling instincts, we seek a balance between impulsive reactions and inaction, aiming for thoughtful, considered actions that reflect our best selves. Moreover, practicing philosophy as a means to control our instincts involves understanding emotions and responding in ways that align with our values, nurturing rational thinking as a habit. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, often reflected on the importance of aligning thoughts with rational principles and ethics. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not external events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This perspective encourages us to focus on internal responses rather than external stimuli, thus gaining greater control over our instincts. By carefully examining our instincts with the help of philosophical wisdom, we can begin to make choices not dominated by fleeting emotions, but resulting from thoughtful reflection and careful consideration. This not only strengthens our mental fortitude, but also helps us live more harmoniously with our values. This leads to a life where decisions are made not impulsively, but with a clear, calm mind. Stoicism's approach to controlling instincts is not just about nurturing an ongoing inner dialogue that questions and evaluates our instinctive reactions, but also about turning philosophy into a way of living, allowing us to rise above immediate gratifications and achieve a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose. This disciplined approach, to managing instincts is not just about avoiding emotional pain. It is a path to a more thoughtful and meaningful life. Let's listen to a story from a small seaside town in Greece, where a man named Julian from a distant land once lived. Julian was a wealthy merchant, but after a series of misfortunes, he lost all his possessions. Instead of succumbing to despair, Julian decided to spend the rest of his life searching for deeper meaning. He met Diogenes, a Stoic philosopher known for his extremely simple lifestyle of living in a barrel. Diogenes taught Julian that happiness does not depend on material wealth, but lies in freedom from excessive desires and tranquility of the soul. Inspired, Julian began to live a simple life, spending time reflecting on himself and nature, learning to find joy in each moment of life without relying on material things. Day by day, Julian became more content and peaceful, living in a small house with few possessions. He taught the village children lessons about gratitude and tranquility, encouraging them to find joy in simplicity and not to depend on external pleasures. Julian's story became a living legend, a testament that it is not wealth, but simplicity that is the key to true happiness. The lesson from Julian's story is a reminder of the power of the Stoic lifestyle. True happiness and freedom come from liberating oneself from material obsessions and focusing on inner growth and deep self-understanding. Julian, though a foreigner, found his home not just in a land, but in a philosophy of life. Number 3. Stay prepared. Stay prepared, a mantra advocated by Seneca, who famously said, "Rehearse them in your mind. Exile, torture, war, shipwreck. All the terms of our human lot should be before our eyes." At first glance, this advice might seem dramatic. Not everyone is navigating treacherous waters or facing battle. However, Seneca is emphasizing the importance of mental preparation for life's inevitable challenges, a fundamental aspect of Stoic resilience. Stoicism teaches us to anticipate and mentally rehearse the worst scenarios, not to instill fear, but to lessen the shock and pain when adversities do occur. This practice, known as premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils, involves visualizing the most challenging situations, not to obsess over them, but to be emotionally and mentally prepared when life throws its curveballs. Consider how athletes train under tough conditions to prepare for the strain of actual competitions. Similarly, by mentally rehearsing challenging scenarios, we train our minds to handle stress and adversity with less panic and more poise. This Stoic practice helps us appreciate our current circumstances when we realize how much worse things could be. It makes our everyday problems seem less daunting. Embracing Stoicism doesn't mean living in constant fear of what could go wrong. Instead, it's about realistically acknowledging potential negative outcomes. For instance, if you're concerned about job security, instead of spiraling into fear, you might start preparing by updating your resume, enhancing your skills, or exploring alternative career paths. This proactive approach ensures that if the worst were to happen, you're not caught off guard and are better equipped to handle the situation. This principle of preparedness extends beyond personal crises. It's about maintaining a level of readiness for any significant changes in our lives, whether financial instability or personal loss. By staying prepared, we not only shield ourselves from the initial shock, but also speed up our recovery and adaptation periods. We become less reactive and more responsive, a subtle but powerful shift in handling life's uncertainties. Seneca's advice encourages us to develop a mindset where we're not overwhelmed by adversity, but fortified against it. This mental readiness is not about expecting the worst, but being prepared to manage any situation, thereby enhancing our resilience and overall mental toughness. Through this Stoic perspective, we see not only the potential for loss or hardship, but also the opportunity for growth and renewal in every challenge. Voluntarily embracing hardships, another profound insight from Seneca, is about choosing to experience discomfort not as a punishment, but as a way to strengthen our mental resilience and expand our capacity to handle life's inevitable challenges. Consider what it means to voluntarily embrace hardships. It's akin to an athlete who trains under harsh conditions to prepare for a competition. By pushing their limits in a controlled environment, they're better prepared for the stresses of the actual event. Similarly, by facing difficulties head-on, whether taking on a challenging project at work, speaking up in public, or opting to live more simply, we enhance our mental toughness and adaptability. Seneca's approach teaches us that stepping out of our comfort zones intentionally not only tests our limits but expands them. For example, if you dread public speaking, regularly putting yourself in situations where you must speak in front of others can transform your fear into a skill. Over time, what once seemed insurmountable becomes manageable and eventually comfortable. This Stoic practice isn't about seeking suffering for its own sake, but recognizing that growth often comes from discomfort. Embracing voluntary hardships also means resetting our comfort thresholds. In a world that often prioritizes comfort and ease, choosing the harder path can seem radical, but Stoicism invites us to reconsider what true comfort is. Is it merely the absence of discomfort? Or is it the presence of inner strength and peace that comes from knowing we can handle whatever comes our way? By integrating this Stoic principle into our lives, we learn to appreciate our current conditions more. Knowing we can endure more allows us to enjoy life's simple pleasures with greater contentment. It's about building a life not on the avoidance of hardship, but on the foundation of resilience. This doesn't mean we seek suffering, but when hardship does come, we view it as an opportunity to practice our Stoic skills. In embracing voluntary hardships, we also cultivate a deep sense of self-efficacy. We prove to ourselves that we are capable of overcoming obstacles, which in turn builds self-confidence. Each challenge we face and overcome reminds us that we are stronger than we might have believed. So, let's take a page from Seneca's book and challenge ourselves to step into the arena of voluntary hardship. It's there that we'll find not just challenges, but the keys to a more resilient and fulfilling life. Number 4, avoid self-victimization. Perhaps you didn't receive a promotion at work, and your first reaction is to feel overlooked or discriminated against. While these feelings are natural, Stoicism advises us to reconsider our responses. Are we only focusing on loss and injustice, overlooking other aspects? Instead, what if we view this as an opportunity to seek feedback, enhance our skills, or even reassess our career path to find a position that better aligns with our aspirations? Avoiding self-victimization doesn't mean we ignore injustices or hardships. It means shifting our focus from what happens to us to how we respond to these events. This shift is so powerful that it moves us from a passive stance to actively engaging in our lives. We stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What can I learn from this? How can I grow from this situation?" Stoicism equips us with tools to detach ourselves from initial emotions and view situations more comprehensively. It teaches us that while we can't control all external events, we can control our perceptions and reactions. This mental shift is liberating and empowering. It enables us to live with a clear purpose and resilience, ready to face upcoming challenges. Additionally, applying this Stoic principle enriches our relationships with others. By refusing to permanently identify as victims, we build healthier relationships based on mutual respect and understanding, rather than blame and resentment. We become more empathetic, recognizing that, like us, everyone is responsible for their own happiness. By embracing the Stoic lifestyle, we free ourselves from the shackles of self-victimization, take ownership of our story, and acknowledge that we are the architects of our reality. This power is the essence of Stoicism and the key to a more fulfilled and proactive life. Therefore, choose to rise above a victim mentality, not by denying your pain, but by reshaping your story with strength, wisdom, and resilience. Spend time alone, following Seneca's advice to withdraw into yourself as much as possible, which underscores the value of solitude in Stoic philosophy. This advice is not about isolation, but an invitation to immerse in self-reflection and self-examination. In today's fast-paced and interconnected world, the noise of daily life can drown out our inner voice and hinder our ability to reflect on personal growth and values. Stoicism teaches that true solitude is a state of deep self-awareness, not just physical aloneness. The benefits of spending time alone are immense and have been highlighted by Stoic philosophers throughout history. Marcus Aurelius, another Stoic philosopher, frequently wrote about the importance of self-examination in his personal writings, believing that understanding oneself is necessary for living a virtuous and purposeful life. He said, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." This highlights that solitude provides a refuge where one can escape the demands of the external world and focus on inner growth. Moreover, practicing solitude allows us to explore our thoughts and emotions without distractions. It gives us space to process our experiences and align our actions with our principles. By regularly practicing this, we cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and what we truly desire from life. This alignment is crucial for living authentically and achieving personal fulfillment. Deep within the Stoic philosophy that Seneca imparted, we find lessons on mental strength that not only help us overcome hardships, but also transform challenges into opportunities for self-expression and growth. The difficulties we face daily are not barriers, but steps that bring us closer to the best version of ourselves. Seneca advised that whenever we encounter difficulties, we should face them not with fear or passivity, but with an optimistic spirit and gratitude for the opportunity to improve. Standing firm in the face of adversity, keeping a clear mind and a courageous heart. These are the teachings we learn from Seneca's words. Perseverance and resilience are not just qualities honed over time, but are also conscious decisions to incrementally better ourselves with each challenge. This is why we learn not just to endure, but to transform suffering into strength. If you feel that the messages from this video have resonated with you, please leave a comment, "I can," below the video, to let us know that you are ready to accept and overcome challenges. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to continue receiving inspiration and support on your journey. We value every contribution and are always eager to hear your success stories, as these experiences are the motivation for us to continue providing meaningful content. Finally, explore the recommended videos on the end screen. We have selected the most relevant content so you can continue to refine yourself every day, step by step, conquering greater goals in life. Let's strive together for success and happiness, despite all challenges.